Welcome back for the first time to, I think, for the first time to Apex Legends.
He became a very important player inside the Atlanta Police Department, and he had the respect.
This video is about to be like only 20 minutes long.
Sidney Dorsey was born in 1940.
Maybe, I don't know.
He was not born into privilege. He was like many African Americans, hoping to have a better life for his family, hoping to succeed, hoping to become somebody. Sidney Dorsey was one of the African Americans to join the Atlanta Police Department. Mr. Dorsey worked his way from a beat cop to a motorcycle cop to a street cop, ultimately to a detective. There was an effort on the part of city leaders to bring African Americans into the police department. I was one of the first African American students to go to school in Michigan, grew up in the south of Atlanta. It was good for the African American community to see black officers working to law enforcement. He was known in the black community, he was accepted in the black community. He could talk to people in the black community that white cops couldn't. I think Sidney Dorsey was a pioneer in rising to homicide detective. At that time, that department, I think, was a significant achievement and something that people noticed and paid attention to. He was very ambitious. He loved being a cop, but he also loved the authority and the privileges he gave Dr. being a police officer. When I first met Sidney Dorsey in person, he was and he protected himself. He know that he was in charge. He was seen as no nonsense, get things done, get answers, solve cases. Mr. Dorsey was getting results, and no one worked to see how he obtained those results. There was an incident where a teenager was parked next to Mr. Dorsey, and both were filling their cars up with gas. Somehow the teenager spilled gas in Mr. Dorsey's car. There was an argument, and Mr. Dorsey shot and killed him. This was an unarmed teenager. Mr. Dorsey alleged self-defense. There was an investigation, but in the end, there was someone who needed to go away. I think Sidney Dorsey believed in law and order, but he also viewed that with his own personal prism. If he thought it was wrong, it was wrong. If he thought it was right, it was right. He ultimately met and married Sherry Dorsey, who was a city council member on the city council. Sherry was beautiful, she was smart, and she was ambitious. And Sidney was young, smart, and equally ambitious. And so together they became one of the premier pilot couples of Atlanta and Georgia. In 1996, Sidney Dorsey ran for sheriff. And as much as he accomplished at that point in his life, the power structure laughed at it. So there's no way that African American will ever be elected sheriff in one of the largest counties in Georgia. I believe it was the first time an African American had run for a position of sheriff in DeKalb County. He looked at the numbers, how quick the county was changing, and I thought he saw the writing in the wall.
Evo harvesters are now available.
DeKalb County has a history of corrupt sheriffs. Dorsey had the credentials of being a cop. And all of us would say it would be nice to have a sheriff who was actually a police officer. That county needed an honest sheriff. They needed a sheriff who was going to come in and kind of right the ship. The sheriff of a county is a powerful position to hold. The sheriff can fire and hire at will. We're electing an individual to be in charge of a field operation employing 1,000 people. Sidney Dorsey saw a path to power, and he aggressively pursued it.
With the race for sheriff in DeKalb County underway, Sidney Dorsey is odds-on favorite to become the county's first black CEO.
He was going to bring integrity to the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office. He was going to offer the change.
Care package on high. Favor from the gods.
Sidney Dorsey was successful and he was the first African American elected sheriff in DeKalb County. It was a momentous achievement.
Mr. Dorsey was a very popular sheriff. His presence was demanded at all types of events. Church events, funerals, fundraisers. He was a breath of fresh air in the DeKalb County to have someone like him working in the sheriff's department. City of Dorsey had support from the community. It seems like he had a plan.
It was primarily a strategy, meeting with the commission, meeting with concerned citizens. We're now concerned about dealing with the future. They should be addressed, and you can be certain that we shall address them.
The sheriff's department seemed to be functioning very well. He was proud to be the sheriff of DeKalb County till he learned that I was being the sheriff.
In mid-2000, my retired generation and I had just wrapped up a live shot within this past the lead side of the stop off. You get a saucer of ice cream at Dairy Queen. I'm standing in line waiting my turn, and I feel this tap on my back. And I turned around, and there's a gentleman standing there. He says, "You're Dale Cardwell with Channel 2." I said, "Yes, I am." He said, "I've got a story that will shock you and be the biggest story you've ever told, but I don't know if you have the courage to tell it."
Let's go over there. I'm bored here.
Were you involved in the murder?
Listen, 1928, paper said I killed this man. It's looking at how it's being the planet Earth. I will not accept that.
Go faster.
Ring will be closing in 30, but she ain't far.
Gotta get back to the fray.
Give me the edge in my hunt.
Despite being on depression, I was still masking my depression symptoms.
My doctor said it could be because my antidepressant load wasn't enough, so she recommended an treatment. She recommended adding Rexulti.
When taken with an antidepressant, Rexulti can significantly reduce depression more than an antidepressant alone. So when going to depression, Rexulti could provide a boost. Elderly people with dementia or psychosis, decreased risk of death or stroke. Antidepressants may increase suicidal thoughts and actions, and usually depression in children and adults. Call your healthcare provider right away to report new or sudden changes in mood, behavior, thoughts, or feelings, or if you develop suicidal thoughts or actions. Report fever, stiff muscles, and confusion, which can be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may be funny. High blood sugar, or muscle gas, wind increased cholesterol, unusual urges, dizziness on standing, falls, seizures, trouble swallowing, or sleepiness more so.
Should I be salty?
Feel free. Ask your doctor about having red salt.
When you're dehydrated, you feel like it's been good. Is it nothing good? 20 minutes. You're feeling super hot or super non-heat. The number one doctor recommended breathalyzers.
Blue bins have been restocked.
Don't worry, I'm future you. Constipation with belly pain again, right? Yeah. And I see we're all into that stuff in the store now. Me? Our doctor figured it out. Your symptoms keep getting back because of IBS-C, and Linzess can help you get ahead of it. Linzess, yes, it's not an accident. It's a once-daily cell that helps you get ahead of your symptoms. It's even helping you get safe with abdominal pains, and it helps relieve overall abdominal symptoms, belly pain, discomfort, and the yeah.
Do not give Linzess to children less than 2. It may harm them. Do not take Linzess if you have a bowel blockage. Get immediate help if you develop unusual or serious symptoms, especially with bloody and high stools. The most common side effect is diarrhea, and sometimes severe. If it's severe, stop taking Linzess and call your doctor right away. Other side effects include gas, stomach area pain, and swelling. Imagine what could relieve from IBS-C. Talk to your doctor. How do you say
Our job, let's do it. It's important.
Let's go.
They don't fire with nothing but their wits and their bare hands.
by the Apex Champions.
The one-of-a-kind joy of Kellogg's cereal and ice cold milk.
The one thing that can change everything. People not perfect. It really is special. You know, sometimes it really has the length. The world needs to be anything. Love.
Life is always changing, and Dad loves that couch adapts to it all. Gathering around for game day one moment, reconfiguring for entertainment the next, and tomorrow a new look entirely. Because Rucksack adapts to life, our life. McCormick knows unbeatable flavor. So we've created flavors.
Your dearest wish will come true.
As the day they were having. Letting you make meal that'll have everyone licking their chops. McCormick, flavors made for unbeatable flavor. Created a real down-home competition. I surprised peers of loved ones providing them to cook secret family recipes for me and a bunch of my friends. Soon for me to family recipes showed up.
Chung 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 sahur.
In 20 years, investigated
Chung 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 sahur.
quiet behind the scenes. How
Chung 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 sahur.
a challenge. And then there's
Chung
cell
chung
phones. City Dorsey
sahur.
These black kids in the
Chung ga chung sahur.
I would see traveling around, limousine with a driver.
I saw
When who got that lick my ball? Bumperdino, crocodilo, engines roar. BP slapping the floor. Burr burr tapping.
Be a bodyguard to wear a uniform that had epaulets.
Burr burr tapping.
and nobody was saying anything about it. He wanted to be a celebrity and wanted the attention of the public. He said, Sheriff City Dorsey is using on-duty deputies that is private security job and pull over the mental health. You gotta be kidding me.
While City Dorsey was serving as sheriff, he was also operating SID Investigations, which was a private security company. Operating a private security company, it was completely different from doing operations in the sheriff's office. It's not illegal. It's not. Pension officer on camera.
Are you on the county clock right now?
I'm jump master.
I'm a county taxpayer.
Here comes the sun.
Can you tell me if you're on the clock right now?
Here
Better
comes
life
the sun.
below.
I had to determine if City Dorsey was breaking the law, breaking manners, and appeared to be. Only John Dorsey has to say about this. No comment. In fact, he confused every sweat for an interview.
Officer Murray just thought he was doing his job, being a sheriff. The other standing there at the bike, he had no idea that Mr. Dorsey's firm was getting paid for that service.
If you had everything to do it, and it took me to do it, it's doing good for the law and order.
And I was sure there was going to be information about what had occurred, and I did not believe that
Oops, 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 doobie doo, ping ping pong, ping ping, ping ping, ping pong, ping pong, can I lick your yummy balls?
I got a call from my director, Jason Morgan.
It's Super Ago Show. Yeah, it's in the.
That's how I got involved in this.
this investigation.
My fortune tastes good too from my fortune cookie. Nom, nom. Icky.
To interview officers, stations, he was ordered to go to ICE or other places to provide security. He had no idea, none at all, until he saw himself on television.
Alrighty.
He was
O'Reilly. Auto parts.
instances with several different sheriff's employees in order to provide security for the security firm while they were being paid by the county.
Dame tu casita. Dame tu casita. Ay, dame tu casita.
Sidney Dorsey was using the DeKalb County Sheriff's Department and its $30+ million budget at which he wanted to do. He would dispatch deputies to go pick up his kids and bring them a happy meal at school. Mr. Dorsey was stealing money from the
I ain't never been at the scene, baby.
and that's what caught a lot of people's attention. The public was able to see for the first time Mr. Dorsey
Oh, bye.
was not
Boy.
going to be the highly decorated Atlanta police
I'm literally
officer
gonna touch your balls.
with integrity of the sheriff's department.
I'm literally gonna lick your dad.
I think, unfortunately, ego gets in the way when people take office and
I'm
they
literally
forget
gonna
that
lick
they
your dad.
serve. And then people try to fail.
It's freaking
Remember
bot.
the day that we aired the story, our phone started ringing off.
He's not the biggest
The
bird.
more evidence we gathered, the more I realized we had the
He's
story. This
definitely
was the defining
not the biggest
moment.
bird.
I did not believe that Sidney Dorsey had the capability.
I don't think they ever will be the biggest bird.
Knowing that, it might have changed my actions.
It's called Operation Safeway. Mrs. Dorsey's program is renovating homes across her district, all for free. The labor, of course, is free. Inmates from the county jail came courtesy of her husband, DeKalb County Sheriff Sidney Dorsey.
Dorsey was transporting inmates from the DeKalb County Jail to his wife's political district to perform various
Mythic helmet.
home improvement jobs. These were inmates that were facing sometimes very serious charges who were let loose with very little supervision. The whole purpose was to garner favor by the constituents of Mrs. Dorsey, but also for Mr. Dorsey to get votes.
Sidney Dorsey was representing the African
Even my bum
So
hurt
everybody was
me.
disappointed that he would come into the office and bring in more corruption.
I think then it comes down to a question, okay, what's the motivation here? What's the most important thing to the sheriff at this point?
Mr. Dorsey alleged it was a conspiracy to throw him out of office, that these were made up lies.
Sidney Dorsey was infuriated. And it was the first time that anyone associated with Sidney Dorsey threatened my life. One of his entourage came up to me and said, your trailer...
Toronto.
Something very bad is going on.
My booty hoe.
It frightened me. I had no idea.
My booty hoe.
Dorsey was capable of. My reaction to that was...
My eye. My eyes. My arsehole. I'll put your dad on the floor. My butt cheek. Bro.
Here I am again, ready to twist up some mind. My
My ultimate is right here.
Jumbe home.
Deputies, wanted to speak out, and they were afraid to talk to me for fear of retaliation. So, he said that he was about to interview someone that had information about the corruption
Here
going on in the
comes the
sheriff's
sun.
department. The next day he showed up in my office. Fred Hayes
Here comes the sun. Like I said, it's alright.
Shirley McMichael. Miss McMichael, she applied to be
Like some
vice
keeping
person
up
in the county. As soon as she knew she had been granted
we can
the
play
authority to
till
operate
the
upon anything.
birds with
Her
credit.
financial situation overnight changed dramatically. From making about $20,000 a year to a yearly income starting at $150,000.
Can see it and be right.
Cindy Dorsey told her that there was a price to pay to operate a bonding company in Bath County, and she had to pay that price.
Baby flatline.
That price was set in money.
Flatline. What were you scared about?
Money kind of hurt a year ago, but he's still living in the
No, flatline. What were you scared about?
This is recommended that LDL
Alexa,
should be below 50.
play Baby Hotline on repeat on Amazon Music.
Okay, everyone. Our mission is to provide complete balanced nutrition.
Oh, hell no.
Ensure with 27 vitamins and minerals, nutrients for immune health, and ensure complete with 30 grams of protein.
Can a personal loan unlock your ambitions? Oh yeah. Take a swing at your kitchen loan. SoFi personal loans will fix rooms, borrow up to $100K, no fees required.
They said I have to take tests when they tell me to.
Except my degree would cost a fortune. But I didn't have to listen to them because I have even
Ooh, crap.
graduate at your WGA.
Dead.
I leveled up and it comes with a fancy upgrade.
Oh,
What's the play?
You're feeling super high, voices are on food. Remember one doctor recommended rapidization.
It's not actually don't stay. And now with our strongest letter ever, it actually doesn't. Get 30 day out of control. Step it up, Jamie, fresh step, heavy duty.
Give me a cockpit cosmopolitan.
yeah, I'm getting bored.